Hello gamers, welcome to another edition of Tonight on Mage Hammer's Game Table, where tonight I'm continuing my series featuring my homebrew game, Delves and Dangers, and it's taking place in my homebrew world. I know this came out really dark, I don't have a color printer, but this is a friend of the channel, Brad, who is a member of the Mage Hammer's Game Table fan page, put this together with a program called Encarta. He updated my Swordlands map, which I think is awesome. It's a little dark. Hopefully that's coming through on the camera. But the action's taking place up here in the northeastern arm of the Bloodwood. And there's an evil that is encroaching upon the Swordlands. Once again, that seems to be a common theme, by the way. And the heroes here are here to stop it. Now, my game, if this looks like something you might want to try out for yourself, it is available on itch.io as a pay-what-you-want download. So that means you can get it for free, or you can throw some cash at it to help support the channel. Either way, hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you are interested in continuing engagement with me and the other people who are watching these and commenting below, you can go over to the Mage Hammer's Game Table fan page on Facebook and join the conversation. So, our heroes, as I said, we've got Brondor Vent, Human Ranger. We've got Parthis Treeshade. She is an Elven Cleric of Modus, the goddess of nature. Kurthal Brightpaw, he is a Fellcat Wizard. And we have Fisto Twinklefoot. He is a Harefoot Monk. He was part, Harefoot. Fisto was part of a team that went to the Bloodwood to investigate migrations of humanoids and the settlers in the Bloodwood area. And his team was wiped out. He was the only survivor. He made it back to Argos and told his boss, Glenessa Holdfast, that something evil was afoot in the Bloodwood. So she assembled more experienced adventurers, and one of them, Parthis, has a weapon that is good against outsiders or creatures from extra plane outside the planes. And so they have been making their way through the Bloodwood. They have come into contact with several migrating humanoid bands, undead, and also a cleric of what she called Occus, extraplanar prince of the hells or something like that. And apparently there is someone, her high priest, who she says dwells underneath a shrine in the Bloodwood, is trying to bring Occus into the Swordlands so that he can destroy it. So that's pretty much the synopsis. That's where we are in the story. Hopefully you're caught up. If you want to see the details of all that and how it all played out, of course, you can go back and watch the other videos in this series. I invite you to do that. I obviously think it's kind of fun. I have fun playing it, and hopefully you'll have fun watching it. Okay, so without further ado, all of the heroes, they took a nap, a long rest. The priestess that they had captured was outside of their magical shelter, and she was taken in the night. They're not sure by whom, but those of you that watch the video, go back and watch the video, you'll know. And they have their healing stones have regenerated, and Kurthal's power points have regenerated. And they are ready to head to the shrine and see if they can get down there, get her high priest, and stop him from bringing Occus into the realms here at the Swordlands, into the Swordland realms. Okay, so that being said, I'm afraid to, but I'm going to roll the journey. They're only about a couple hours out of the shrine, and I'm going to roll to see if they have an encounter on the way there. And the way that this group's luck has been going, plus at the same time, there is evil in this realm, and it's pushing in the Bloodwood, and it's been pushing out since. I mean, it's a great possibility that there's going to be some kind of enemy, but we'll see. And there isn't. I think that's one of the first encounter rolls. There's no encounter. So they make their way to shrine, and that's what we have played out here, so that's good. Because they really need to get to this evil. Now, I'm going to roll to see if there's more guardians, because that's where the priestess and her, she had two extraplanar tentacle outsider lords guarding with her We'll see if he's replaced the mysterious boss has replaced them, and he has. So they approach quietly. All right. So Brondor's like, I think I will approach quietly and see if there are more guardians. So I'm gonna go. So he is going to sneak through there. I'm going to count this as a survivor roll, so he's going to have a really good roll to do this. So since it's going to involve agility, I'm going to make it an agility test. So he's agility, obviously proficiency because he's good at it. Plus, I'm going to add his 8 dice he gets for being able to operate in the wilderness. Now, the things that he is sneaking up on have extraplanar senses. So I'm going to say that it's a DL5 to see if he can evade their senses. And he gets that because he's got 4 exploding dice there alone, but there's 8 successes right there. So he successfully sneaks through the woods and peeks around, and he sees there is a trapdoor here. Now, because I'm using miniatures, this gets a little slidey, so I'm going to let you know that it's there, but I'm going to move it off the board for now. Just assume and use your imagination. Behind this desecrated altar is the tentacle lord, and these are tentacled outsiders, and there is a wretch, another explainer, which exudes a stink that is debilitating. So he's going to sneak back now to report to his team. And he needs, like I say, he needs 5, and he gets it. Successfully comes back and reports. Parth is like, so Kurthal, do you have anything that can take them all out at once? Well, I have a gas cloud, but I don't think that will debilitate them, being from the lower planes, or so I can, I do not have a blast kind of spell, but I do have line spells, both lightning and fire. But I'm going to cast a damage ward right now. So he's going to cast a damage ward. He spends a power point. He has 11 dice casting. He has 11 casting dice. Let's see how good his protection is going to be. Okay, so he's got 2 exploding dice. Good thing, because that is a lot of 1s and 2s. 2 exploding dice. Oh my goodness. So he only has 2 armor. Now, just as a game mechanics note, he could cast that again. And I think he's going to, but he still has to spend another power point, and it will negate the one that he just cast. But he's like, ugh, must be off this morning. So he's going to cast it again. It's costing basically 2 power points to get whatever protection he's going to roll. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, rounded down. So, wow. It's divided in half, by the way. So that's 3. So he's got an armor of 3. Damage ward gives you that. So that's where we'll be at. Horrible, but he is not going to waste any more power points on that. So they thought they'd throw some kind of spell in there to do a bunch of damage, but instead, here we go. So Parth is like, well, head on. So they know that wretch creates a stench. So they are going to bind up their noses with cloths and stuff like that, and enough stuff to, whatever they have on them in their traveler's packs to close up their noses. And I will give them an additional 3 dice to avoid that stench when they make their resistance rolls. So there's that. So that's good. All right, so Partha says, I shall take the lead, because her sword is great against extraplanar creatures like these. So they're not even going to try to be stealthy. They're going to walk up slowly, and then they are going to head into combat. So Parthas is going to go. So as soon as they start up, we're going to roll initiative. So they start and we'll roll initiative to see if they can get there. And see who acts first. All right, so good thing. Parthas is going first. Kurthau is going before them. Brondor? Nope. And Fisto, yes. So Parthas is going to try to draw them out, and hopefully Kurthau can zap them with one of his spells. That's going to be their thing. So these two, first of all, Parthas walks right up and attacks the wretch, but she has to make her check before she can do that. So it's going to be a strength resistance roll. So her strength resistance is 3. Since she is used to dealing with these kind of creatures, I'm going to give her proficiency dice. And I'm giving her additional 3 dice because they plugged up their noses. So she only has to make a DL3, and she barely made it, but she is not affected by his stench, so she is good. All right. So she is there, and she's going to attack. So she's rolling 18 dice against an extraplanar creature with her cleric profession ability plus this magical sword. So that is 5, 15, 18. So she swings at the wretch, trying to take it out so that it doesn't affect the rest of her team. And that's going to look pretty good. That is a nice amount of dice. So that's 4, 5, 6 exploding dice, and she had 4 failures. So she's going those dice explode. All right, so that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Is that a hit? All right, let's say it wasn't. 16 hit. Nice solid hit. So the wretch has an armor value of 2. And has a stamina of that. And she did 16 damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 plus that red one is 16. So it is almost defeated. With its otherworldly flesh armor has protected it from death. So, yeah. It is down to that. That's pretty good, though. All right, so next up is Fisto or Kurthau. So Fisto's not going to make it there. He's going to have to make a double move. So he's going to move into the temple. He's within range of that thing, so he has to make a strength resistance roll. He gets plus 3 dice. So Fisto is a monk that didn't necessarily focus his training on strength. So his strength resistance isn't great, but it's still something. So he gets 2 strength resistance. And I'm going to give him the plus 3 dice for the plugging of the noses. And he gets to reroll 1 failed roll as a harefoot. And that is enough to avoid the stench debilitating effects. But that's his action. Kurthau. So Kurthau, not sure exactly how effective her attack was, but that thing has a nasty slash on it, so he's going to hit it with a magic bolt. And he gets 2 exploding dice here. This was an exploding die and 2 failures. Another exploding die. Okay, so that's 3, 6, 9. Modified by its agility, which is 3, resistance, agility, resistance, which is 6 damage, which is enough to take it out. And its stench begins to dissipate. Now, it is the creature's attack. So this one moves on Parthas. This one goes here and attacks there, and the Lord leaps over this altar and is getting ready to back up his creatures. So the tentacled outsider it attacks with 7 dice. So the attack on Fisto exploding die, so that's 4. Fisto's trained reflexes is enough to deflect any attacks that come his way. He takes no damage. Parthis is attacked as well. That's a lot. That's 3 exploding dice. All right, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has an armor of 4, so that puts her at 4 damage. So Parthis takes some damage. And whew, gesundheit. That's it for their attacks. Now it brings on Brondor. So Brondor gets up here on this tentacle one that's fighting Fisto. And I think that's outside of range of his attack. Yeah, so he's just shy of being able to attack this round. So we go to initiative. The horror and evil pouring off of these creatures, the otherworldliness is just revolting. It makes it difficult to fight. Oh, Parthis needed to go first and does not. Not needed to, but it helps. Brondor gets to go this time. He swaps it. Ooh, Kurthau's after. So it's 50, split 50-50. Fisto and Brondor before the Outsiders, and Kurthau and Parthis after. So here we go. All right. Brondor is going to attack this tentacle one, but he can only attack it with his magical short sword because he knows that his hand axe doesn't do anything against it. So he attacks with 9 dice with his magical short sword. Gets an exploding die. Okay. So that is a solid 7 hits. Minus 2 is 5. And that creature has that many. And that has that many. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. All right. So it's injured, but not down. And that was Brondor Vent. Fisto punches with his martial arts knuckle dusters, given to him by Glenessa Holdfast. He attacks with 9 dice. Punchy, punch, punch, punch. That is 2 exploding dice. And that is 6 damage. Minus 2 is 4 damage gets through on that, on the same one that Brondor hit. And now it is the Outsider's attacks. So the Outsider keeps munching, trying to munch on Fisto. And does not penetrate. He has a 6 trained reflex armor, so that's 5, does not get through. An attack on Parthis. So that's 2 exploding dice. She has 4 armor, so that's 2 damage gets through. It's down to 22. And then the Lord, this Brazier, not Brazier, Brazier. I think we used to mispronounce those things on purpose when we were kids. Oh gosh, the brazier is it's flaming and it's in place and it's heavy, so it's providing. So what I'll have it do is I'll have it try to attack Fisto over that, but it's going to reduce its attack by 3. So it attacks with 10 dice, but minus 3, so that'll just make it 7, of course. So 7 dice. Fisto, its little tentacles fly over the brazier. I almost did it again. And so actually may have landed some damage. So that's 6, 8. Minus 6 is 2 damage. So Fisto actually takes 2 damage. All right. So that was their attacks. So Parthis is going to attack the heck out of this other tentacled creature. power of that sword ripping through its evil aura into its otherworldly flesh. 2, 3 exploding dice, and then one more exploding die, another exploding die, another exploding die. Love it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 damage. Minus 2 is 15 damage, and that is just enough to send it back to the plane from whence it came. And she moves, she kind of moves 5 feet there. If she moves any further than that, it might be breaking. Well, I guess as long as she stays adjacent to that creature, it's not really breaking the combat, so that's good. So she'll maneuver deftly around that creature. All right, so that brings us last to Kurthal. Kurthal is gonna move here to these stairs and let fly a magic bolt at the one that Fisto and Brondor have been fighting furiously. Two exploding dice. So that is 3, 6, 9 minus 3 is 6. Oh, just enough to take it down and send it back from whence it came. Now they're just faced with the Lord. He's going to finish his move now, move here. It is initiative. All right, so Fisto's going before the Lord. So is Kurthal, Brondor, and Parthas. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, since Parthas is right there, Parthas is going to unleash with her magical sword. And that is 3 dice that explode. Ooh, 3 ones, wow. All right, so pretty good shot. 3, 6, 7, 10 damage. Its armor is a bit greater, so it takes that many damage. All right. Kurthal unleashes a magic bolt. Against its agility resistance. No exploding dice, but 3, 6, 9, 10. Minus 3 is 7 damage. And Brondor moves up with a short sword and attacks with his 9 dice. Exploding die. Exploding die. So that's 6. Minus 4 is 2. Chipping away. 'Tis a flesh wound, an otherworldly flesh wound. And Fisto's going to do like fancy monk moves. Go to the top of that brazier, right at the tip. Kick, do somersault in the air and land right here and punch this creature as best he can. Reroll 1 failed die and exploding die, and that maybe that jump threw off his aim. So 5 minus 4, 1. 1 more damage peeks through. Now, it does not like Parthas's sword, so it's going to attack her. 10 dice. Looking into the maw of hell, basically. All right, so 3, 6, 8. Minus 4 is 4 damage to her. And now it's initiative. Oh, Kurthau's after. Looks like everybody else is before, so that's good. All right, so Parthas attacks. She's got the best chance to take this thing down, so she's going to do it. Don't know whether she's going to do it this attack, but she can try. Definitely weaken it up for everybody else. 2 exploding dice. That is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Minus 4 is 11. Almost. Almost. Then we're going to have Brondor attack. Exploding die. That's 3, 5. Minus 4 is 1. Not quite enough. And Fisto. 3, 6, 9. Will he be the hero? Reroll failed die. He gets 2 exploding dice. And that is 2, 4, 6, 9 damage. Minus 4 is 5, and that is enough to finally pop it back to the plane from whence it came. Whew. Fisto uses a Healing Stone charge come back up to full, as does Parthas. Don't know if she's going to be full or not, but she uses it. Ooh, pretty good. All right, so she uses a healing stone. All right, so let us descend. So they open the trap door, and there's a ladder leading down. So Parthas goes first, and we shall see what lies below. Okay, so they come out there. Didn't think this through. I don't have time to get my mat out because it takes up a lot of this table. So I do have some tiles. We'll try to run with those. Okay, we'll see what happens. Improvising on the fly. That's solo play at its finest. All right, okay. So I have some, we'll see what happens. I'll try to use these tiles in place of my mat, and we'll go from there. Okay, so they come down the stairs, and roll to see if there's anything that's guarding this area. There is not. Quiet, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, there's doors. So, the person who probably has the best perception is Kurthau and Parthas. So the two of them will go to each door. And they get an additional die. They're going to listen at this door, see if they can hear anything. So, they don't hear anything. That doesn't make any sense, so I'll do this one. Ooh. Right, that does. Still don't hear anything. Whatever monster that is there is too far away. They go to the other side, see if there's anything there. Okay, so double door. And they listen, and they don't hear anything. All right. So, and then they go listen at that door. No, that doesn't make any sense for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Classic magic pool. It smells like sulfur and brimstone down here, says Brondor. Smells like sulfur and brimstone. Which way should we go? Well, there's a lock on that door, so I feel like they wouldn't lock themselves in. But if we need to, we'll try to smash it down. Let's go to these 2 doors we should be able to open. So let's decide left or right. 1, 2, 3 to the left, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So they're going right. Okay, very well, let's go. So they start heading down the hall, Brondor leading, Parthas behind him, Fisto in the middle, and Kurthau bringing up the rear. As they get close to the turn, there is everybody's favorite. Okay. I have them organized, I hope, ready to go. Oops. Yes, my miniatures are a bit more organized. All right, so I did put these in a place that I thought would be most likely they would show up. So not there. Yeah, maybe here. Feeling like this might be the one. Nope. Darn it. Was hoping for a speedy find. Look, there's only so many boxes, right? And I have them pretty well. Oh boy. Of course. Of course. Of course. No, it's not that one. Sorry, folks. Like I say many, many times, this is how I solo game in my basement. I have to find these miniatures anyway if I were playing this. So I beg for your patience. You can talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right there. If I can just find the correct... Ooh, did I find it? No, so I mean, I don't understand. Okay, so I may have to proxy them, but these are creatures that you've seen before, and many of my videos, believe it or not, they keep popping up. All right, so apparently I can't find them. You know what? That is okay. I'm going to proxy them anyway. I can't even find the right things to proxy with. Okay, so how about I roll again? Man, I get mad at myself sometimes. All right. Oh, that makes sense. All right, we'll do that. That'll work. Should be able to find those miniatures faster anyway. All right, so... All right. This will do. Okay, cool. All right, so they're going to run into... Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to kind of make up their stats on the fly, so... bear with me, but so let me get out one of my... So they're coming down the hall. And they're coming around a corner. And it's lined with statues that have tentacled cats on them, which is the miniature I was looking for, by the way, but I was unable to locate, and I don't want to spend any more time looking for it. Instead, it got switched to something else, which is kind of actually a little bit more interesting. So we're gonna put, let's see how this turns. All right, cool. All right, so to double wide. And we'll do it that way. That's how we'll do it. Sure, so they turn a corner, and here are people waiting for them. And then it goes off that direction towards the new one. All right. You shall go no farther in the name of Occus. We have been tasked with stopping any who would intrude upon the ritual. Well, I'm afraid to disappoint you all, but we are here to stop it. Very well. All right, folks. Initiative. Over our dead bodies, you will have to send us to Occus's realm to stop us. That could be arranged. All right, so we got Kurthal before, Fisto before, Brondor after, and Parthus before, so that's good. All right, so I think we got ourselves like a fighter with 2 weapons here, so that'll work. A warrior with 2 weapons. Yeah, okay, we'll make this up as we go. So, which is pretty easy to do, I think, in my system. So thank goodness. All right, put that statue there for cover. That'll be fun. Yeah, we'll organize it this way. And might as well send send it off the other way. Gotta improvise sometimes, folks. Gotta improvise. Okay, so So, Parthus rushes forward and attacks this guy with the axe. And, yeah, just attacking him. He's very ugly. He's not undead, so she gets 10 dice. Two exploding dice. So that's 9. He's wearing really good armor. So 5 damage to that guy. Yeah, sure, I'll just do that. That's nice and easy. All right. And that was her attack. Brondor is going after the guy with 2 weapons. Go figure. So he attacks him with both of his weapons. This half-orc. This guy's a half-orc he's fighting. So he got 2 exploding dice. And that was 3, 6, 9 successes. This guy has 3 armor value. So that's 6. 6 damage to this guy. And oh, Brondor is supposed to go after. Oh my gosh, I'll just switch in with Kurthal. To be fair. Fisto. He's just going to kind of get up there in the mix and not be able to attack this round. And that brings us to the enemies. So this half demon person, it looks like, has a spell focus and fires off an unerring bolt. Give him some power points. So fires off an unerring bolt at Parthus. So this is going to hurt. All right, it's going to roll. We'll give it 8. 8 dice. So that is 2, 4, 6, 7 damage. 7 damage to Parthas. All right. Then the kind of backs over here a little bit. This, I guess, thief pops in and attacks. Doesn't like the fact that they're ganging up on his friend, but needs to take out this cleric because she's well armored. So she attacks with 2 weapons, and she also gets +4 to her opportunistic attacker ability. So we're going to put her at... And then that's 4. So this many dice. So what is that? 4. Yeah. So she attacks Parthas with this attack. And she gets... she's rolling like my characters. An exploding die. And she does only 6 successes, which translates to 2 damage on Parthas. So Parthas is able to parry that blow pretty well. And now this axe guy shifts over a space here and attacks. He's got a lot with that great axe of his. And, ooh, 3 exploding dice. 2 more exploding dice. Uh-oh, Parthas. Oh, another exploding die. Woo! 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So that is a critical hit, I would say. -4 is 9. Oh, that is a lot. Ugh. So, Parthas may be in trouble. And now this guy is going to attack... I guess he's going to attack Brondor, because Brondor attacked him. So... Got 2 exploding dice. That's 9. -3 is 6. 6 damage to Brondor. And that is 18. All right, now it is Kurthau's attack. He can target people with sleep, so he's going to try it. Target these 3. Spend 2. And he rolls like Dookie. May I say Dookie on my channel? He only got 3 successes. So that's enough to put one of them to sleep, and I'm going to randomly roll which one fell asleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the thief. So the thief is sleeping. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, here we go. Kurthau, come on, buddy. Holy moly. Guess it's bound to happen, that's why we roll dice. Ugh. Parthas is after. Parthas is on her back heel. Oh, Kurthau is after. Brondor's before. Roll failed die. And Fisto is before. Oh my goodness. Fisto's gonna punch this fighter. He's punching fighters. Reroll failed roll, and it gets 1 exploding die. All right, that was destined to miss, that die. 3, 6, 7 hits, minus, I think we said 3 for that guy, so that's 4 more damage on him. All right, and then Brondor's going to attack him with his 11 dice. Whew. 1 exploding die. Ugh, yuckies. So that's 3, 6, 7. Minus 3 is 4 more on that guy. He's still in fighting shape. So they attack the guy with the axe. So I can't remember how many dice I did, but I think that's a decent amount. 3, 6, 7 off of 4 is 3 damage. So Parthas is hurting, but at least that thief went down, so that does help. And then the spellcaster comes out and fires off it's probably going to be an attack spell. A line spell doesn't work with the melee that's ensuing, so it's going to cast a... Doesn't want to spend that many for an unerring bolt, so it's just going to magic bolt Parthas just to see how it works. Because Parthas looks shaky. So we'll see how the magic bolt goes. 1 exploding die. So that is 3, 6, 7. Minus her agility resistance, which is 2, so that's 5 damage. That is enough to put Parthas down. That is not great. Not great at all. And now that fighter will attack Brondor again. Two exploding dice. Another exploding die. 4, 7. Minus 3 is 4. Brondor is still up. All right, so that's everybody for the monsters. Now we've got Parthas has to make a save, but I'll have Kurthal act first, walk up and healing stone her for only 2. Great, but that stops her from having to make a strength resistance roll to die. And that's a costly action for a spellcaster. So she's like, oh, quickly she swings her sword at this guy from the ground, and then she'll stand up, but she's going to take a swing at this guy. A heroic swing, darn it. 2 exploding dice. Ooh, that becomes an exploding die. All right, so 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus 4 for that guy. That's 6 damage. And that is not enough to take him down. But she's able to pop back up. So that's, she's weak, but she took a mighty swipe. So now it is initiative. Can they win initiative? So Fisto easily, Brondor not so easily. Parthas still shaking. She's going last, and so is Kurthal. Wow. Oh, leaving it all in the halfling, the Harefoot's shoulders. He's punching the fighter. He needs to take that fighter down. Three, 6, 9. Do it. Do it, Harefoot. Woo! Reroll, failed roll. Okay, now we have 2 exploding dice. Ugh. All right, so that's 3, 6, 8. Minus 3 is 5 damage, which is just enough to take him down. All right. So that was Fisto doing some good stuff there. All right, so this guy behind that statue there does not... Takes a... Things are getting nasty. He doesn't know if he should cast a gas cloud or not and run. Problem is his fellow fighter is still fighting. Ooh, let's say he has paralyze. All right, he's going to try to paralyze somebody. Okay, it's 3 power points. And he's going to try to paralyze Brondor. Okay, so he has to make a casting roll. And I have him casting roll 9. So that's a lot. So 3, 6, 7. So Brondor obviously has a mind resistance of 2, so he is paralyzed. There's +6 dice against a paralyzed creature. At the end of each round, he gets a DL3 mind resistance roll to break free of the paralysis. So we're gonna do that, and I'll put that there to remind me. Okay, so that was the wizard. Thief is asleep. The fighter is swinging. At Parthas. So this could be bad. All right. So that's 2 exploding dice. Oh, another exploding die. Oh, poor Parthas. So Parthas is going down because that's definitely a lot of damage. Bam! Parthas back on her back. And that's it for that guy. And he's gonna go around to attack Fisto next. All right. So, Brondor leaps over this thief and moves up to attack the wizard. Now, I'm going to roll. I didn't think about giving him a damage ward. So 1, 2, 3 has a damage ward. 4, 5, 6 he does not. He does have a damage ward, so we'll have to make that cast, and I will see the effectiveness of it. So 2, 3, that is terrible. That's worse than that. So that's 1. It only has a 1 damage ward up. Brondor is going to attack. Okay, so 2 exploding dice. Not a ton of successes here, but so that's 3, 6. -1 is 5 damage to the wizard. And Kurthal's going to do the old healing stone just so their leader survives. So 4. And then that leaves Parthas herself. She stands up. That's about half her movement. And she moves up on this fighter, vaults over to Thief and attacks the guard. She does not like this guy. She should probably not be chasing him. She should probably heal herself, but she doesn't care. I forgot to shut off my dehumidifier. I just realized that. It's probably been going the whole time. It's probably been driving somebody out there nuts. All right, 2. All right, so that's 4, 8. -4 is 4 damage. Not enough to take this guy down. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. So it is initiative. Woohoo! Oh. Brondor was paralyzed, everybody. With a huge force of will, he broke the paralysis and moved on the wizard. Oh, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. It happens, right, folks? I mean, it happens. Now he's paralyzed. He is paralyzed. Not my finest hour. Okay, so Fisto punches at this fighter, trying to take him down. Knuckle Dusters, magical Knuckle Dusters. Reroll a failed roll. No exploding dice. Okay. So that is 3, 6, 7. -4 is 3 more damage on that guy. Still up. Parthas takes a swing. She should be able to take him down. He's looking like he's reeling right now, especially after Fisto's punch. I mean, we're using teamwork here, folks. And that is 2 exploding dice. And that's 3, 6, 8. -4 is 4 damage. That is enough to take him down. So he is out for the count. Kurthau. All right, so it's going to cast 3-point lightning bolt at that thing. Not thing, but wizard. So he gets 11 casting dice. And then 3 more. Lightning! So got 3 exploding dice. 3 exploding dice. So it does 4, 7, 9, 11, minus 2, which is this agility resistance for the target. So that brings him down to 9. And that's not enough to take him down. And then he steps behind this statue as to not be targeted. The wizard runs. And Brondor tries to break the paralysis. And does, even with an exploding die. So 3 is all he needed. He breaks it and he stands, or he's like, ugh. So went through a door, closed the door. They take care of the thief, if you know what I'm saying. Well, I'm weak. I'm very injured. I think we need to retreat. She uses 2 healing stones quickly in case somebody comes through that door. For 6 more. I don't know. I don't know if that's such a good idea. There could be so many things behind that door. It could lead to a huge labyrinth. We don't know. And we knew that we were going to meet resistance here. Brondor, get over here. Let's back up a little bit at least. I don't know. How long until Occus comes into our realm? I don't know. But all I know is if we go in like this, we may not come out alive. But as long as we stop it, that's all that counts. My friends gave their lives for this. True, true. All right. Well, let's expend some healing and let's go get him. All right, so she's going to do 2 more. Oh my gosh. So that's 7, 9. So she's at 19, which is still not completely healed. Brondor Vent uses 1 to see what he gets out of that. He gets 5, which he's going to use 1 more. Another 5. That heals him completely. He's got all his strength and wind back. Fisto is back to full. So she's going to use her... Fisto uses one of his healing stone charges on her. Oh my gosh, she just does not want to heal very well. All right, well, that's it. So 22. All right, so they heal up, and they're going to break down that door. All right, that's where I'm going to end this episode. Thanks for watching. Quite a bit of action there against the followers of Occus. And it is about to be... We'll see what's beyond that door in next episode. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So until next time, keep on rolling dice and playing games. Thanks for your support. And until next time, Mage Hammer out.